through this program, we take you on a tour in the touristic and the historic places in our lovely Egypt.
And today we'll take you in a tour to one of the oldest places here in Egypt. It is a mosque that has survived in a relatively original form.
And we have lots and lots of stories to be told about this place, so stay tuned, we will be beginning after this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are present at the Mosque of Ahmad ibn Tulun, one of the oldest mosques here in Cairo, surviving in its original form. And to talk to us in details about this very beautiful touristic attraction, we're pleased to be joined with the Egyptian tour guide Ahmad Hamdi. Good morning, Ahmad.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Ahmad, before talking about this very beautiful place, I want to start first with who is Ahmad ibn Tulun?
Ahmad ibn Tulun was a Turkish slave, was a son of a Turkish slave who joined the service of the Caliph al-Ma'mun in Baghdad, and he introduced to Egypt during the 8th century, and he governed Egypt and his family for about 38 years.
38 years.
Yes.
Okay.
That was an interruption during the time of the Abbasid Caliphate.
Okay. And what about this period in the Egyptian history?
Well, it's considered to be one of the time, or considered among the time of the Wula, or the governors in Egypt, and that's few years before the Fatimids, who came here during the 10th century AD.
Okay. And Ahmed, there are 42 entrances for this mosque?
Yes.
What a huge number.
Yes, it's a lot, because a mosque was built in the middle of the city that was established by Ahmad ibn Tulun himself. And we have many entrances here because simply the mosque was built in the middle of the city.
Okay.
And it's named Al-Qata'a, and it's a name defines the wards, because the followers of Ahmad Tulun have been settled here around the mosque.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about this entrance, this main entrance, I think?
This is not the main entrance, but this is one of many entrances here. We don't have a main entrance here in this mosque. We have many entrances because simply the mosque built with a ziyada was built around the mosque from 3 sides, just to protect the mosque from the house that's built around the main mosque.
Okay.
That's like the endowments here.
Okay. And what's written up here?
Well, it's one of the unique features here of this mosque is the crenellations on the top. It represents the engaged dolls, and this is the only survived example of these crenellations in Cairo at the moment.
Okay. And what about these doors? You told me you were going to talk about the...
Yes, we have 42 doors here. Each door of the wall of the ziyada have another door opened in the wall of the mosque itself. That's why we have 42 doors. But there is a one that's built very close to the prayer niche or the mihrab that leads to the palace of Ahmad ibn Tulun. Unfortunately gone now. We don't have any remains of it.
Okay, I think it's really interesting.
Yes?
Let's go inside.
Yes, but there is something left that the inscription over the entrance that dates back to the time of the Fatimids, and it left by one of the viziers who lived during the time of the Caliph al-Mustansir during the 11th century. But probably there was a restoration inside the mosque, and he added another mihrab right of the main mihrab inside the mosque. It's one of 6 mihrabs left inside the Mosque of Ibn Tulun.
It seems that there are a number of interesting stories.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
right now we are present at the prayers hall inside the Mosque of Ahmad ibn Tulun. Ahmed, I think there are very interesting things to talk about inside this mosque.
Yes, the prayer niche of the mosque is oriented southeast. So the corners here is oriented to the 4 points of compass. And we have five more mihrabs were added to the mosque. In the time of the Fatimids, we have one was added by the Vizier Al-Afdal Shahin Shah, the son of Badr Gamali, the Vizier of Al-Mustansir, that during the 11th century. And the main mihrab was restored by Husam ad-Din Lajin during 1296.
Okay.
After the murder of Al-Ashraf Khalil ibn Qalawun. He get hidden inside the mosque, and he vowed that he will restore the whole mosque if we get set free from the mosque. So the fountain was restored by him, and he just do some restoration for the minaret, and the prayer niche as well was restored by him. And also we can see a Quranic
verses
band of Koptic scrap runs over the whole walls of the mosque, and it's about 2,000 meters length, about 2 kilometers here inside the mosque.
My God.
But yeah, it was restored by the Committee of the Preserving Arab Monuments.
But it's very long.
That's at the beginning of the 20th century. But during the time of Lajin, he paid more than 130,000 dinars for the restoration of the whole mosque.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
And was there a recent renovation inside the mosque here?
Yes, in 2005, recently, like a few years ago, the whole mosque was restored. But it was restored several times through the history.
Okay, this is the oldest mosque here in Cairo, and it's the largest one, I think.
It's the biggest congregational mosque, and the walls outside measures about 162 meters long from the 4 sides, so it's about square, or the ziyada was added. And the walls, the interior of the walls, about 138 meters long and 118 meters width.
Okay.
And the height of the walls about 13 meters. And also the stucco decorations here over the arches, it's exclusively a Mesopotamian art, was introduced during the 9th century here to Egypt. And it's fashionable during that time because it was imitating the great mosque of Samarra, which is built about 60 miles north of Baghdad.
What else in this prayers hall?
What else? We just
over there?
Well, yeah, we have a beautiful mihrab here added. Just shows here the bow phrase. There is no God but Allah, and the Muhammad is his prophet. And also it
really
shows the niche with 2 columns on both sides, and we have the fashion of the plated kufek script. So the kufek was written over the floral background. And we have 24 types of kufek was known in Egypt during that time.
I love the architecture inside this place.
Of course, it's very nice architecture, and we don't have another mosque have the same technique like this one. So it's a unique mosque.
Perfect, Ahmed. I would like to go over there.
Yeah.
I think it's very big.
Yeah, it's very, very big mosque. It covers the area of 27,000 meters square.
Oh my God.
About 27,300 meters square, the area of this mosque.
Ahmad ibn Tulun Mosque is one of the largest mosques in the world.
Yes, Yasmin, it's also known for the famed architecture and the lovely minaret.
Yeah, and despite the fact that this unique place is visited by few tourists, this place is really and truly one of the most impressive places here in Egypt.
It's located in the Sayyida Zainab district near the Sultan Hassan Mosque and the Citadel.
It's really a unique place, I think.
Yes, so let's start the tour.
Let's start the tour.